I got into a fight with the Karen. Wanna hear the story? Pay attention. Alright, so the story starts off very basic. My idea for lunch was to go to a McDonald's. So I went to my local McDonald's, I opened the entry door, everything was normal. Nothing was extraordinary, and I don't even have to over-exaggerate the story of how I opened a door. And everything was fine. I was just chilling with my AirPods, listening to my favorite playlist, and just vibing, just having a good time. So I went to those tablets where you order the food, and I took a Royalty S with chicken nuggets and french fries, and the Royalty S had extra jalapenos and bacon. Who cares? I take my receipt, number 178, I go to the checkout and just pay. It's pretty boring, yada yada yada. I was ready to fuck up my arteries with the biggest, fattest, fast food menu ever. So, I waited for my food. I was in the queue. There was like a fucking bench where you could sit on. It's not like you sat on it. It was more of a 45-degree angle thing. You just lay there and just look at a board where your number will pop up when it's finished. So, I decided to sit at the most left spot you could ever sit. My left butt cheek didn't even feel the leather. And I felt really good. But then, a challenger came. So the Karen, she sits on the right side of the bench. Like, pretty much mirrored. She sits on the extreme right side of the bench. Only her left butt cheek was touching the bench. At first glance, the Karen looked pretty friendly. Blonde dyed hair, looked a bit like a broom. Brown greenish eyes, 150 tall, slightly obese, but she had a smile, but like a very skeptical smile. But then suddenly she changes her mood drastically. And then she looked at me with the fattest eyebrows ever. Like she fucking painted her eyebrows with a Sharpie. And I didn't hear her for the first 20 seconds, but I could see her mouth saying stuff. Like, I believe she said stuff like, "Oh, you're a bitch. This social distancing, you're a bitch." And I'm like, just sit somewhere else if you think you're not safe. I really didn't bother. I just tried to keep it cool, just respect the woman, basically. But she kept on saying stuff and like doing very rude body language signs, like, ugh, like a real fucking pagan. And she had that accent of a Croatian, Anastasia Tanapalawe. Really fucking, ugh. And she just kept on going, just calling me stuff, and I didn't know. But that changed. I took off my AirPods, and then I started listening to her. "You finally took off your Q-tips." And I'm like, why the fuck do you want conflict? I'm hungry. I want my fucking burger. I want my fucking Royalty S. Stop this BS. And she kept on complaining about social distancing. I swear, like 5 Shaq O'Neals could have fit in that fucking margin. Nobody was near her. No one. Sometimes she actually called me things in Croatian. I don't know any Croatian slurs, but here you go. I'm not gonna be the beta male just sitting there. I became an alpha male. So what did I do? I pissed her off by sliding to the right, just as near as I could, because she just pissed me the fuck off. And she really wanted to hit me. I mean, okay, she could have hit me. I didn't care. But if I would have hit her, I would have been... She hit me, but it was very reluctant. At the end, it was like a slow motion punch. And I just got closer and closer. I just wanted her to piss off my bench. And then she finally went away. But, however, she threw the biggest Uno reverse card you could ever hit. She threatened me that I could get sued. Sued. I just wanted my fucking Royalty S, not a fucking lawsuit, you fucking moron. Go breathe somewhere else if you can't tolerate a ginger who's fucking hungry. I looked to the McDonald's kitchen. I heard the sounds like, you know, the beep, beep, beep. And I saw my number on the screen. 178, your food is finished. I took the food, and then I just approached her. Just went a bit closer to her. Like, just saying a very nice goodbye. I told her, I actually have something for you. Wait a second. Go fuck this dick. And she was not happy. That's the story of how I KO'd a motherfucking Karen. Oh Karen, you don't know how to be sharing a bench. But this song isn't going to go any further. I just wanted my motherfucking fucking royalty S burger.